Best friends or secret lovers? Oprah sets the record straight on her lifelong relationship with Gayle King. After years of speculation of whether the duo, who have been best friends for nearly 50 years, are in a romantic relationship or not, they have decided to set the record straight. Oprah recalled in an interview alongside Gayle saying, "For years, people used to say we were gay. We were up against that forever. People still think that." Gayle then interjected on how it has affected their dating life. She said, "I used to say, you've got to do a show on this because it's hard enough for me to get a date on Saturday night with people thinking we're a couple." Gayle, who shares kids Kirby, 38, and William Jr., 37, with ex William Bumpus, emphasized the friend's candidness, noting, "If we were gay, we would tell you." Meanwhile, Oprah noted that she understands their friendship is a rarity, saying, "Maybe people aren't accustomed to seeing women with this kind of true bond." The 70-year-old then explained, "The reason why I think our friendship has worked is because Gayle is happier, not happy, but happier for me in any kind of success or victory or challenge I get through than I am for myself." Nonetheless, Oprah and Gayle's bond has proven stronger than most friendships. After all, it dates back all the way back to the 1970s when they first met as young journalists at a Baltimore news station. To give you a little background, Oprah Winfrey and Gayle King have been friends since 1976, to be exact, when they were both young journalists at WJZ-TV in Baltimore. Now, they were 20-somethings in their early days of their careers. Oprah was an anchor for the 6 o'clock news, and Gayle was a production assistant. Despite working in different departments, both were around the same age and single young Black women. The two struck up like an immediate bond. Now, their friendship began when Oprah actually invited Gayle to stay at her home during a snowstorm because Gayle wouldn't have been able to make it home that night. Gayle said, "We became friends that first night because for the first time, I met somebody who I felt was like me. I'd never met anybody like that. Certainly not another Black girl. I grew up in an all-white community." Now, the two explained that both of them could relate to the fact that even their musical tastes put them at odds with peers. You know, Gayle loved Barry Manilow and Oprah was a fan of Neil Diamond. Oprah said, "It's the whole being the odd girl out thing. We didn't fit into everybody else's perception of what it's like to be a Black girl." Gayle then added, "But we still had a very strong sense of being Black and we're very proud to be Black. So to meet another Black girl like that was wow." Gayle reflected on the past and said, "We bonded because we had very similar philosophies. We were so in sync about so many different things, and I never met anybody like that." Fast forwarding to 1986, Gayle made her first appearance on the iconic Oprah Winfrey Show during the debut season of it. Now, Gayle made her first of many guest cameos over the years. Apparently, the episode's topic was about celebrities and their best friends, which of course was very fitting for them. And the duo spent the show entertaining each other by recounting stories about, ill-fitting dresses and disastrous hairdos. And in one of my favorite moments from the Oprah Winfrey Show archives, Gayle pulled off the ultimate surprise by unexpectedly popping in on Oprah in the middle of an episode. For an on-air party for her milestone birthday, celebrity guests like Gladys Knight, Sheila Rashad, Aretha Franklin, and Patti LaBelle were all in attendance, talking about how they lived their best lives in their 40s. But just as Knight was providing some wisdom, a clearly shocked Oprah interrupted to make a very special announcement. She said, "Gayle is here." The two embraced, and through tears, she explained why exactly her bestie's appearance was so welcome. She said, "This is so touching to me because Patti was here and Aretha came and then everyone was coming. I thought, gee, I wish Gayle could be here to see this." Gayle was equally grateful to be in attendance, offering the most humble response saying, "I have no song to sing. I have no words of wisdom. I just wanted to be here with you today." In another fan favorite Oprah Winfrey Show episode, Oprah and Gayle escaped on the ultimate road trip. The two actually set out on an 11-day, 3,600-mile adventure from Santa Barbara to New York City. In one clip from day 2, they had been driving for hours in Arizona, and the close quarters were actually getting to them. Oprah complained about the trip, and Gayle said, "All you had to do today was listen to my singing, which should have been very pleasurable." Oprah actually fired back saying, "Thanks, that's why I'm so cranky." Now, despite them doing almost everything together and making it look as though they honestly could have been a couple, Oprah did have a romantic partner. Oprah met her lifetime partner, Stedman Grant, in 1986. He has also spoken out often about how Gayle has supported Oprah's career from the very beginning. Oprah once said to Stedman, "When I was just turning 30 and I had an opportunity opportunity to audition for a job in Chicago, everyone except my best friend Gayle said, "You're going to fail if you go there." Of course, Oprah ended up exceeding everyone's wildest expectations and went on to build an empire with the Oprah Winfrey Show, which ran for 25 years until 2011. And Gayle has been happy to be by her side through it all. Gayle previously told the New York Times, "Who doesn't want to be her best friend? If I didn't think I brought something to the table, or if I wasn't secure enough with myself, then maybe it would bother me. But you know, we've been anchoring for the news for a long time. I won 3 Emmys. I've proven that I can do it. I never feel I'm in her shadow. I feel I'm in her light." That's how I look at it. To be honest, both of them are media legends in their own right. You know, Oprah is a billionaire business mogul and Gayle is an Emmy-winning journalist and member of the Broadcasting and Cable Hall of Fame. And each of these BFFs had a banner year in 2018. First up was Oprah in January. With words heard around the world, she accepted her Cecil B. DeMille Award at the Golden Globes with a roaring speech that sparked hashtag Oprah 2020 presidential race rumors. Along with Oprah's partner, Stedman, Gayle was also Oprah's date for the night. Oprah even took to Instagram to show us a glimpse of their glam session in which she poked fun at her friend's lack of moisturizer. And 4 months later, the tables were turned when Gayle took the spotlight as she was officially inducted into the Broadcasting and Cable Hall of Fame. Oprah presented her friend, the award at the ceremony with a very heartfelt toast. In the heartfelt speech that day, Oprah said she deserves to be celebrated, not just for her news broadcasting, but for her being consistently joyful, vibrant, best outlook on life, best outlook on everybody's self. We are here tonight to celebrate you for continuing to build a legacy in the space of nice. We are here to honor your curiosity. We are here to honor your inquisitive interest in all of humankind. We're here to honor your desire to know the truth. In a move that was long overdue for the dynamic duo, a joint video series was officially launched called the OG Chronicles, starring Oprah and Gayle. I see what they did there. Very clever, honestly. And for the show, the two share a very small screen as they dish out advice for their fans. As they comment on love lives and friendships, they also share super fun personal stories from their lives. And in the first episode, we learned that Gayle once dressed up in saran wrap and a trench coat to spice up her relationship, while Oprah cooks soul food to keep it romantic with Stedman. Now, Oprah said, "I made some cornbread yesterday, and you would have thought I stripped myself butt naked. It's very clear that they have a bond like nothing else." Oprah once said, "When we first met, Gayle was always very happy with her life, and therefore happiest for my life. You cannot have a friend that's unhappy with their life be happy with your life. You gotta, have happiness to give happiness to other people." In March of 2019, Oprah praised Gayle for her explosive interview with R. Kelly. Following Lifetime's Surviving R. Kelly documentary, the disgraced artist sat down with Gayle in his first interview since he was arrested in Chicago on 10 counts of aggravated criminal essay. The explosive segment, garnered Gayle widespread praise as she kept her cool while Kelly proceeded to lose his. And one person, who was in her corner during her glowing show of professionalism, of course, her bestie Oprah. Now, Winfrey actually tweeted saying, "Bravo at Gayle King for calm and steady focus during hashtag R. Kelly interview. Outstanding job. Tell at CBS This Morning we want to see the whole thing." Just over a month later, Gayle's hard work was put on display again when she was named one of Time's 100 most influential people of 2019. And it should come to no surprise that Oprah was right there to support her. Now, in 2020, Oprah, for the first time ever, interviewed Gayle King in Denver during the last leg of Oprah's WW 2020 Vision Tour. Gayle was actually interviewed by Oprah for the first time ever in their decades-long friendship. The two covered a lot of ground during their conversation, including the story of how they first met, Gayle's divorce, and internet trolls. But, they ended on a very sentimental note about their friendship. Gayle said, "The secret to me is trust. I trust you totally, even if I disagree with you. I still trust you. I have this joke with Oprah where people say I found my best friend with my husband. I say to Oprah, if you ever walked in and caught me with Stedman, you should not be mad. You should take me to the mental institution. Don't be mad. I need help. But we're honest with each other and trust each other and actually are very like-minded." In April of 2022, People magazine honored Gayle and Oprah's friendship nearly 50 years after they first met. The dynamic duo's friendship was celebrated in People's beautiful issue 2022. Oprah and Gayle got glammed up for the shoot. This was only the second time Oprah and Gayle had done a professional shoot together. The first was for the cover of O, which is the Oprah magazine, in September 2019. At the People photo shoot, the pair joked around while working with with, a movement coordinator. And Gayle even suggested Oprah should, slide down into the splits, but they opted for some classic power poses instead. Now, in March of 2024, Gayle celebrated their friendship in an interview with Newsweek. While most of the interview focused on Gayle's, prolific career in journalism, her and Oprah's friendship is so iconic that of course it would be hard not to bring it up. And the interviewer even noted that Gayle must get asked about her all the time. He said, "Do you, and is there something you're sick of being asked about?" Gayle replied, "I never get sick of being asked about Oprah because I so love that she is loved the way she is. I love that she is embraced the way she is, and it only makes me proud." It's very clear that they have a friendship that will likely last their lifetime. I don't see the pair calling it quits anytime soon. And just like the iconic video that went viral of Oprah saying she is the mother I never had, she is the sister everybody would want, and she is the friend that everybody deserves. I don't know a better person. I do wish that all for you. And I hope all of us can experience a Gayle to our Oprah and Oprah to our Gayle. Maybe you already do. Let me know in the comments. I'm your host, Ashley. It's been great catching up.